Hi friends, in this tutorial we get started with Hazelcast. For this I am going to take reference of my website javanews.com. We'll go to the Hazelcast section. So let's see why Hazelcast is required. A traditional application previously it used to be designed in such a way where applications would directly interact with the database. This allowed us to easily scale our application by adding more hardware to increase the processing capacity. However, as there is only a single database layer, this leads to resource saturation, leading to performance issues. So then the next stage came where we started using caches. These are standalone single instances. However, there is a consistency issue with this approach. So Hazelcast is a radical new approach towards data that was designed from ground up around distribution. So here we'll have Hazelcast node. Our applications will be interacting with these nodes, and these nodes in turn will be interacting with the database. So these are the features of Hazelcast. So this is the tutorial today that we are going to implement. Hazelcast Hello World example, getting started with Hazelcast. This will be a Maven application where we'll be using the dependency Hazel class client. In this tutorial we'll be starting multiple nodes of Hazelcast instances. So let's begin with this tutorial. Go to Eclipse and create a new Maven project. Next we'll be adding the dependency. Hazelcast can be developed either using the Java config or also using the XML configuration. For this example we are going to make use of the XML configuration. Hazelcast by default it searches for hazelcast.xml in the class path. So in the XML hazelcast.xml we are going to make use of multicast discover mechanism. So what is this multicast discover mechanism? With the multicast auto discovery mechanism, Hazelcast allow cluster members to find each other using multicast communication. The cluster members do not need to know the concrete addresses of other members, they just multicast to all the members for listening. It depends on the environment for multicast is possible or not. So let's create this file. Next we'll start the Hazelcast instance. It by default load the hazelcast.xml file that we have defined. So we are done with the changes. We can now run this application, Java application. So here we can see that a single member has been added to the Hazelcast cluster. Run this application again. So another console will get started and a new node will get added to the Hazelcast cluster. So this was the previous one and this is the new one that gets added. If we again run this as a Java application, so here we can see that 3 nodes are running in the Hazelcast cluster. In a similar way, multiple nodes can be added to this cluster. So the discovery mechanism that we stated before is multicast auto discovery mechanism. Similarly, We can also use the TCP discover mechanism, where we'll have to specify the TCP IP address of the nodes. So if you have the LAN configured, what you'll have to do is you'll have to write multicast enabled is equal to false. So this will disable the default discovery mechanism, that is multicast, and then here you can specify which all members you want to add by their IP addresses. They will automatically get added to your Hazelcast cluster. Hope you have understood this tutorial. The source code, it can be downloaded from here for this tutorial. Thank you.